Hi everyone, I am Angela Cruz with Smokey Hill Designs, and today we are going to talk about EcoBirch. EcoBirch is the it girl of Smokey Hill. Like, everybody's talking about her, and for good reason. This is a unique product. It is a faux wood, but it has a finished look to it. So you're gonna see on our website, we have several eco products. EcoBirch was one of the first ones that we came out with. We have some eco products that look like woods. We have some eco-coated actual plywoods, and then we also have eco colors. So what is that eco? These eco woods? What is the deal with them? We call them eco for two different reasons. One is because they're economical. This EcoBirch is one of our least expensive woods that we carry. We also call them eco because they are debatably more eco-friendly. Now, they do still have that MDF core, but it's really my understanding that the MDF is really like leftover pieces of wood that they were processing anyway to make that MDF core. But there is no true wood face. No walnut tree was damaged to make this, no oak tree, nothing like that. This is a faux wood, but it does have a finish on it that makes it so you do not have to actually mask this product before you cut it. And it also is fantastic for paint fills, which I'm going to show you in a second. But you can see another thing that's great about this is that every sheet pretty much looks the same. So if you want a wood look, but you don't want to risk that dynamic structural difference of the grain from piece to piece, if you want a consistent look, EcoBirch is your girl. And this is cut into smaller pieces, it fools people all the time. People think it is a real wood, especially, overall on the regular sheet, if you have a trained eye, you would know that this is not actually a real wood, but especially when it's cut, you can't tell. And then some of our newer varieties, like the Eco Walnut, it is very hard to tell that is actually not a true walnut, especially the rustic one that we have. So I did, and I purposely left it like this, which we'll get to. I did an engrave, so I left it a little bit dirty. I did not mask this. If you have to pump out a ton of Christmas ornaments this year, this is a huge time saver because you don't have to mask it. And I'll show you how we're going to clean it, and I'm going to show you how we're going to paint fill it. So here's what it would look like engraved if you don't do any paint filling. So you can see there's good contrast, even if you don't want to take it a step further. And then here's what it looks like scored. So you can see that there is some contrast with it. So I did not mask, and as you can see, there's a little bit of residue. I'm gonna take our rainbow cleaner, and if you watched our video about this cleaner, you'll know that this is magic, and it works so great on all of the eco products and the eco-coated, the true woods as well. So all I'm gonna do is just take a little bit of this, spray it on my paper towel, and then I'm gonna wipe away any of that schmutz, any of that char that was along the edges. It came right off, and you can see, boop, there's my dirty paper towel from the char. So there it is. You can see my engrave is all cleaned up around the edges. That's gone. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to paint fill, and this is going to be fun to do on camera, especially I don't have the overhead camera. I really should work on that, but we're gonna do it together. We got this. So now that my engrave's all cleaned up, I'm just using, this is just the Valspar color sample that you can get. I forget, is Valspar Lowe's or Home Depot? I think it's Lowe's. But this is all I'm using, just a Valspar color sample. Now, if you have done paint filling before with these, please comment below what paints you've used, because I know that there are some paints that work better than others, and I will be honest with you, I am not a paint expert. I don't know the whole acrylic paint, oil, I don't know. So if you've used something that didn't work or did work, please comment that below. But this is just cheap. This is just a little color sample that you can get. So I shook that up. And here's to even prove to you even more that I know nothing about paint. I couldn't find a paintbrush this morning. Casey usually uses a Q-tip for this, but I wanted to use a paintbrush, and so I found our daughter's nice, like, old toddler paintbrush that's broken. So I'm going to use that, and I'm just going to, you can still see my sheet, I am going to stick that in this engrave. So you can see I'm not trying to be nice and clean with it, and you can do multiple coats, whatever you need to do, just boop, 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 fill it in there. Get it in the engrave. Get it in there. Okay, I'll just do a couple letters. But you can see, that's all it's gonna take. A little bit of this. Okay? And then all I'm gonna do is take a paper towel. So let me show you what I got going on first. There it is, there's my purple. So I'm just gonna take this paper towel and then I'm gonna wipe away on the surface. Just gonna wipe away the excess, leaving what's in there. And like, this was a pretty hardy engrave. Like, I went a little crazy on it. I made a real thick engrave, and you can see I'm no expert on this, so it is a little bit smeary right now, but have no fear. And you can probably do this without smearing. Like I said, I'm not as well versed, so I just have some 99% alcohol here, and I'm just gonna use that to clean up around the edges. Clean up anywhere that I got paint where I shouldn't have gotten paint. All right. Put some of my paint out there. It's the fun of being live, right? And I'm really bad with, I don't like to do multiple cuts on these. Like, you'll never see one where we've spliced anything together, just because I'm like, I don't know what to do with it. So here we go. Like I said, you'll get this better than me. But there it is. Boop, paint filled. All I needed was, I used the rainbow cleaner just to clean up my engrave. And if you cut it without any masking on it, you might want to use this just to get any of the char off the edges. Then I used just regular paint. Here's my color sample from Valspar. Stuck that in there with a paintbrush, and then I wiped away. If it smears like mine did, I used a dark color, and I purposely put a lot of paint in there. If it smears like mine did, which you might not have that amount of it, then I just used some 99% alcohol to clean up the area around it, and I could still afford to do a better job, but that will not damage it. But you can see it was all smeared up here, and now it is not. So I only did the ENG. But you can see, that's how you would paint fill the Eco Birch. And that is why, I move my camera, that is why the Eco Birch is so popular. It's cheap, you don't have to mask it, and it's fantastic for paint fill. So if you have a diode laser and you are more limited in the acrylic cores from us that you can use, this is a great way for you to get that white engrave or whatever, the blue engrave. If you can't cut those materials, this is a great way for you to be able to do that, but use paint as opposed to just a core color instead. So let me know if you are a fan of the Eco Birch and the whole Eco line in general. Let us know how you use it. I see it all the time on earrings. It's certainly good for earrings, certainly good for ornaments, any signage, any lettering. If you can use a regular wood for it, you can use the Eco Birch. Save yourself the time of masking, save yourself the hassle and the extra cost as well. Go for the Eco Birch. It's so fast, so easy, and I'm so glad you all love it. And we have a lot more varieties coming soon. So we have heard you all, and we've been really formulating some new things. So get excited, because we have new varieties coming. But for now, this is the OG. This is the It Girl. This is the Eco Birch. So I hope you all love it. Thank you guys so much for watching.